Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello and welcome back to the channel, and yes, big news, I'm taking part in the Gumball 3000. I cannot wait, it has been far too long. This, believe it or not, is actually going to be my 7th time on the Gumball, but today on a beautiful morning here in the UK, we're actually heading over to the Gumball 3000 warm-up event at Shelsley Walsh. It's one of the oldest motorsport venues in the world. We are of course taking the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, we are taking the Lamborghini Huracan STO. There's going to be a lot going on at today's event with Piston Distillery and Morgan, lots of action on the hill climb, lots of cars in the paddocks and lots to see. I cannot wait to get there and talk a bit more today about the rally, about the route, about cars, about what I'm going to be able to share with you. Gumball 3000 is nearly here and today it is time for the warm-up. Now, I have to say at this point, neither of these two cars are going on the rally, but we will touch a little bit more about what I might be driving shortly. For the moment, we should probably have the startup of the STO. So this is cold start in the morning, disturbing the peace in the countryside. In here, it's going to be electric. In fact, actually, I'm going to press to start the combustion engine. So we've got about a half an hour drive over from here. I think we will roll on out and make our way. It is a really, really nice morning from here to Shelsley Walsh. Now, I've been there once before, but it was about 7 years ago to drive the then just released Audi RS3 Sportback. Obviously, we've more recently been running the new Audi RS3, the Saloon, as a car at the Museum. So we're taking these two, obviously two of the newest of the Shmeemobiles that we have here in the UK at the moment, and two pretty crazy cars that would be epic on the rally. But obviously the rally is on a different continent. This year is Toronto to Miami. We'll run through all of the details a little bit later and how it's going to be working. But first up is to get out onto the road with a short drive over to Shelsley Walsh to go and see what it's like over there. This is the first time that I've driven the SF90 in the English countryside. Some beautiful roads, look at this, and the views around here. Obviously I had this car for plenty of miles in Italy and Germany, even up to Denmark and Sweden, back through the Netherlands, Belgium, into France and back to England. But the only driving I'd done in England prior to today has been on the motorway, was effectively the Eurotunnel through towards the Museum on the M20, M25, but now enjoying the roads out here in Worcestershire to head over to Shelsley Walsh. This is really, really nice. I have been playing a little bit with the bumpy road setting. By pressing in the Manatino, you can soften the suspension slightly and it changes the feel of it a little bit. But because, as I've said, this is a road car, the clue's in the name, SF90 Stradale, after all, it's a wonderful car to drive. And obviously in the mirror, you can spot the Huracan STO giving chase at the moment as we make our way for this short drive. This is absolutely lovely. I was not expecting the weather to be so on side today. I mean, look at this. This is cool. What a place to be driving. Just enjoying the car. Obviously on the road, so taking it easy. We've had the Autobahn, we've had the Nürburgring. This is a bit of a chill. Enjoying the scenery, taking it all in. The rolling hills here, as we do the last mile towards Shelsley Walsh, are just amazing, to be completely honest. We're about to arrive at the event, and this venue was actually founded way back in 1905. They had an original hill climb course. They changed it in 1907 to be the 1,000 foot course that it is to today, which means it is the world's longest standing, unchanged racetrack, running 1,000 feet, ascending about 330 feet in the process as well. Hill climbing being a big thing here in the UK because all sorts of vehicles are separated, obviously, with the driving dynamics anyway. It shouldn't be too far to go now. Driving this on these kind of roads is actually just hilarious because it's so overpowered. It's silly overpowered. Oh yeah, there are some cars parked up on the hill over there. Oh, this is cool. It feels good. Good vibes. This is what, as I said earlier, Gumball is all about. Today is a great way to warm up for things and to get into the mood. We have arrived. We're pulling into the paddock. Try and work out where exactly to go and park. And yeah, pull in somewhere. I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Looking for number 72, I think. But we've got two cars to work out how to fit in somewhere. Wow, look at this. We've got all sorts around. This is cool. Supercars galore right now. We're here then in the paddock. A lot of hellos. My two cars behind us. We've actually got Matt Armstrong's Maserati Gran Turismo slammed down to the ground there. We've also got Adam C's Cobra. But let's go for a bit of a walk around of the paddock. Go and see what else is about here. It is obviously very busy. Lots of action out on the hill climb. You can see over this way all of the cars lining up to head on through, including the little cars as well. So lots of McLarens, Ferraris, you name it. Morgan are just up that side. We'll go and have a look as well because the Super 3 is here also. We've got some cars being stickered up. We've got a Ferrari Pista Spider just here, 488 Pista Spider. Oh, is that a Balboni? Gallardo LP550 just in front, which is really nice. We've got the GT3 RS 991.2 Visac squeezing through, coming through this way. Yes. As you can see, lots of the cars are doing runs on the hill climb here, which is kind of funky. We've got the R8s. Oh, we've got a Maserati MC20 just down here, which is pretty cool. Haven't seen many of those in the UK. In fact, that might be the first one that I've even seen in the UK full stop. We've got a van that looks like it's come straight off a lawn. Oh look, Aventador SVJ Roadster just through here. Comes straight through the paddock area here at Shelsley Walsh. See what else is about. We've got the Performante obviously right behind it, burbling away, and a whole load of cars over on display on that side. We'll head through there in a bit, but this is basically where everything's lining up. And you can see we've got everything from an older RS4 to open single-seat race cars to the Beetle here. All having fun. I think that's even a cerulean blue 600 LT Spider just up in front. So let's head around, go up towards the start line, go see some action on the hill climb. Mr. Numbers.
Hello.
How you doing?
Very, very well. I'm getting ready for my first run, which is daunting.
You're going to take this up the hill climb?
Yes. Yeah, I have been up once before, and I forgot about a corner, so I'm going to try and remember that corner exists this time.
Well, I'm not going to lie, I don't know the route. You've got a passenger.
Yeah.
And have fun.
I'm going to do a little smoky off the line, maybe.
Okay, I'll come and have a look. I'll come and have a watch. Cool. Enjoy. That works. Next on the line in front is the lovely car, 600 LT Spider, MSO spec, so wow, off the line in front of me, this is lovely, this is the hour. 4.4 area, and after the understated sound of a super very pretty Plenty more cars here. We just had an M4 make a massive burnout off the line. Obviously we've got the Huracan Performante heading up now. Well, that sounded nuts. So next up is the SVJ. SVJ Roadster. Sounds mega. We have a few cars that have arrived now, all stickered up, ready for the Gumball 3000. Now, as I said, I have done it 6 times before. This is going to be my 7th rally. This year's rally kicks off in Toronto in Canada and goes all the way down to Miami, Florida. Now, of course, I've spent a lot of time in Miami in recent years, so it's a pretty special place to be ending the rally. Along the way, we go from Toronto into the US to Indianapolis for the Indy 500. Then we go, I think, to Nashville, then to Atlanta, then to Fort Lauderdale, and then into Miami. It's going to be a very, very exciting rally. There are going to be some amazing cars taking part. I've already heard a few of them, talking a lot of hypercars, and you're probably wondering what car I'm going to be driving. Well, that's still a work in progress, so I can't really say too much yet, but believe me, it's going to be exciting. It always is, and I'm kind of like bursting with wanting to share this, but I can't at this moment in time. So today, we've just signed on actually. We're going to go and do some hill climb runs. I think STO first, then SF90, and then perhaps, yeah, see where the day takes us. It transpires, we are now in our batch, so I'm going to drive the STO up the hill here at Shelsley Walsh, which means taking it out of here first, and it's super narrow, so mirrors folded, drive in a straight line, and then we will go join the queue and drive up. And we've had a driver's briefing, done all of that stuff, got our number, and hoping everything's going to work properly. So let's see kind of how this goes in a moment. Well, we're following Adam this time. He's already been up. Look at this crazy Murcielago as well on the right that's just arrived. There are some pretty bonkers cars here. This is going to get up to temperature, I guess, while we're kind of joining the queue, but this is quite fun. There are lots of nice cars around. Lots and lots of cool stuff. Lots of different stuff as well. As we make our way through this away. Ah, that was Becky's 930, I think, that we just drove past. Becky, Queen Bee. So yes, loads and loads and loads of cars. So, I don't know how long this will take or how exactly it works, but we're in the STO. We'll go up. We could go all the way and put this into the full fancy mode on the screen here, where we go into LDVI, and we've got our brake and tyre temps. Obviously all a little bit cold right now, but hey, it'll be good. It'll be fun. We're getting lined up, so I think I need to do a test launch control. Film the brake, kind of like that, but we need ESC off. So it's, yes, there we go. That's how you do thrust mode in here. Little bit nervous. There we go. Okay, sunglasses on. So, okay, lined up, wait for the green light. Little bit nervous. Oh, first run up. Wow. Okay. I didn't have a clue where that went, but it was mad. Where do we go? We need to line up. Hey, about there? Oh.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
The paint really pops in real life.
It's bright, isn't it? It's bright and it's noisy and it's silly. Incoming Murcielago. Almost sad not to have seen that myself coming up. What a mad machine. Absolutely mad machine. All the cars lined up. Epic fun. We've had a quick turnaround at the top and it's time now to go back down. We've got Matt's Maserati, which is so low to the ground, coming past. Just there, that colour looks good in the sunshine. There's another Maserati Gran Turismo right behind it. It's going back down that you realise how steep this is. Look at the view down over the valley towards the start. I'm not actually sure the SF90 would do so well here. This car just sounds totally silly. Totally silly. But let's head back down to the paddock and we'll go and have a check around, decide what's next. There's all sorts of chaos at the moment. Lots of cars have arrived and joined. Have a look this way. You can spot the Porsche Carrera GT just up there. There's a Lexus LFA that's just gone out. Another Aventador SVJ just down that way, getting ready to line up. And as you can probably tell by the fact that this is pulled forwards, we've been transferring some luggage over because we're now going to hop on board the SF90 and go take that for a quick run. So let's do it. It's time for us to get lined up. Now, the M6 is going first. At the moment, the tyres haven't actually logged a tyre pressure, which I think stops us doing the launch. So we need to get a little bit more heat into it, but I've got ESC off for the moment. I don't really know how this is going to work here, but we'll give it a go. As soon as the M6 GC in front goes, which looks magnificent, I'll give this an attempt to launch and see what happens. We're going to go full power for this run. We're going to go with the full 1,000 horsepower. So, right, get this lined up. I'm going to put it into CT off. Will it give me launch? No, we don't get launch, unfortunately. So we'll just have to enjoy flooring it in a second, which will still be mad as the tyres are cold. Woohoo! That's why you need warm tyres. This is ridiculously fast. Okay, that was an experience. This needs some heat. This needs some heat with that much power. Oh, that was Larry. That was really Larry. Okay, they line us up here. Wowzers. My word. Okay. That was an adrenaline rush and a half. Coming up, SVJ.
Huracan are getting used to launch control.
Big smiles. What we learnt there is that a 1,000 horsepower Ferrari that is driven, we've got the BAC mono just coming through from behind, that is driven a grand total of about 100 meters, 100 yards from its spot in the paddock to the start line on Cup 2s, which are obviously a tyre that needs some heat. It's not a winning combination. That was obviously CT off, but I knew it would need a little bit more heat. It's amazing to see though what 1,000 horsepower is actually like. That's when you realise how mad it is. Ooh, that sounded insane. That's when you realise that this isn't just a toy, this is a seriously kind of hardcore machine, and it's, to be honest, a little bit amazing that anybody can walk in and just buy one of those, because you witness what happened there if you do just mash your foot on the throttle when it's cold. When the tyres are cold, the engine was warm, it had been idling for 20 minutes. Yeah, big deal. Skiddy, fun, live life on the edge, but a bit skiddier than I would have chosen. Another thing that we have to come here and take a look at is the area with the Morgans. Now we're quite near to Malvern, the home of Morgan at the moment, and of course we're looking at a future Schmeemobile. The Morgan Super 3 is going to be joining my garage at some point before too long. I went to have a look at it at the Morgan HQ not all that long ago. This car is a completely different specification to the one I checked out. More of a, you could say, sporty configuration rather than the more heritage style. We've got a completely different material inside. We've got those braces, I suppose, for supporting some luggage at the side. You've got the digital screens, you've got the navigation screen just sitting up there as well. But the recipe of this is just fun. 3 wheels, decent enough power, going to the back, obviously giving you the entertainment of having that literally ready and waiting. And given today connects to Gumball, one of the things that got me into the 3-wheeler the first time around was when Charles Morgan and his wife actually drove on the Gumball in 2012 a 3-wheeler. The Super 3 is the successor to the 3-wheeler, and hence why I ran one for a while back in 2014, and why one of these is going to be coming before too long. So if you haven't checked out the video where I said that that was going to be happening and taking a first look at it, do go and take a look at that. For now though, don't know what that was, but it sure was loud. It must have been a race car. It's quite fun to be right beside the start of all of the action here at Shelsley Walsh, watching everything happening, seeing my cars over the other side, and the Carrera GT and the Lexus LFA that are there as well. Anywho, I think we're going to head back down towards the paddock and go kind of wrap things up. We're getting towards the end of the day now. Amazing sounds of just stuff happening all around us. There are plenty of other things around that we've not necessarily taken a look at yet. This is one to watch, the McMurtry Spéirling, which is, think of it as a fan car. 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 kilos, electric, but fans to keep it attached to the ground. Full downforce immediately. Going to be seeing a lot more of that in the not too distant future. Now, if we come through this away, we also have Pop Bang Colour. I've done a lot of things with Pop Bang Colour over the years. Ian does all of the artworks, continuous car drawings, drawing with radio control cars, and we've actually just been signing in his car. Come and have a look inside here. We popped a cheers sticker, and I've signed alongside it over inside, which is quite fun as well. But we've also picked up a couple of stickers of the Schmeemobiles that we've done over time as well, the SLS and the GR Yaris. But let's come on through because time is really against us and there are lots of other cool cars, but I'm going to beeline straight through past most of the supercar-y stuff around here because there is one thing in particular that is well worth skipping straight down to the bottom to come and see, and that is the rather spectacular Lamborghini Miura, which is amazing. Really, really special thing. So that's one of the highlights here for sure with the supercar rooms. Anyway, I think we're going to need to heading back through this way to go back towards our cars and yeah, venture onwards. The crowd has gathered here because the Carrera GT is heading on out. One of the very best cars ever. That's going for a bit of a run up, I think. Obviously we've got 3 V10s with my STO there and with the Lexus LFA over on this side. This and the Carrera GT are 2 of my favourite cars of all time. 2 of my top 3 after the Ferrari F50. Absolutely stunning to see and amazing that they're both being driven today, used properly, as is the GT3 RS MR tucked in just here as well. Bit of a wing crew going on with all of those. We might have to head round to go see the Carrera GT as it goes out in a moment.
Cars this afternoon. What a day to do it. What a nice setting. The next car on the hill is the Carrera GT. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are hillside, do come and have a look at this car and take it nice and steady. Highlight. He has lit up the rear side and accelerated away from the line and still came with you.
Wow. That was epic. Respect to the owner for driving the Carrera GT like that here at the hill climb. But to see cars like that and the Lexus LFA and so many other amazing cars that have been at this event, truly fantastic. And of course to have had a bit of a run up the hill in the STO and the SF90, but I've certainly learned that if you want to take a 1000 horsepower Ferrari up a hill climb, you might need a little bit of heat in the tyres before you do. Otherwise it's going to be interesting to say the least. Now, as I said, for this rally, for my 7th Gumball 3000, believe it or not, I won't be taking either of these 2. We've just brought these along today to the warm-up. To be honest, neither would be particularly helpful given the fact that they don't have luggage space and they're here in the UK and the rally is in North America. It's a bit of an ocean between. Now you could take a car across and there are options to maybe consider, but something really cool is in the works. I don't, however, want to share all of it at this stage because if I do, knowing my luck, I'm going to curse things and it's not going to work as intended. So I have to keep that under wraps for a little bit longer until it's fully confirmed and then I can let you guys know. I don't like to ever say something unless it's actually happening. But Gumball 3000, Toronto to Miami, my 7th time on the rally. Bring it on, stay tuned. It's going to be an epic, epic adventure. Whatever happens, you can be sure of that. So thank you very much for your support as always, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today. It's been a lot of fun here at the hill climb, but that's it for this time. And I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.